Live from KSAT12, the news at noon starts right now.
Neighbors still in disbelief about a bizarre murder that came to light this weekend. San Antonio police have arrested a suspect in the killing of a man and dog in their own home.
Katrina Weber reports police are calling this a brutal murder, but we have to warn you that even so, some of the details are especially disturbing.
A cool, clear morning didn't hide the dark details of what happened in this neighborhood just a few miles from Joint Base San Antonio Lackland. At a home in the 2100 block of San Lucas Street, San Antonio police uncovered a murder they say was especially brutal. They believe 35-year-old Bradley Dimmick not only killed a man and his dog last Friday, but in a sense butchered them.
Sad. It's really sad.
This neighbor out walking his own dog this morning was still shocked by it all.
Hard to speak words that add or subtract on that. I don't know what to tell you.
An arrest affidavit, though, tells it all. Some details are too gory to share, but police did say the 65-year-old man who was murdered was decapitated. Found Dimmick about a mile home. Police say a call here in the 500 block of Demya is what first drew their attention to Dimmick. They had a report of someone walking around looking into cars. They say when they tried to question him about it, he suddenly blurted out that he had killed someone. Initially, officers had trouble believing him, then made the disturbing discovery at the home. The crime scene they set up kept Pete DeNeergaard's family from getting home.
There was a blockade from this stump to that tree stump over there, and the police wouldn't let him come in.
Dimmick, meanwhile, can't get out of jail without posting bonds of $1.5 million. Katrina Weber, KSAT12 News.
Outside with live cam, now we're talking cool mornings. Little
Cool.
warm.
It was like in the 40s.
Oh, it wasn't cold. It was just cool. You and Justin.
It was a little chilly.
Justin probably put on his parka.
It was chilly.
I did turn on the heater for a moment, if that counts. It was a little chilly this morning. Coldest we've been since late April. Yes, officially at the airport, we only dropped down to 50, but a lot of places in Bexar County did get into the 40s this morning. Kerrville certainly did, 42 there, 50 New Braunfels, 46 Hondo. But yeah, a lot of the outlying areas here around San Antonio were in the 40s. This morning, there was a little bit of a wind, too, so we were talking a wind chill at one point. Right now, as we look at the time lapse, it's a beautiful sunrise, by the way. Temperatures have drifted up into the 60s. 68 degrees at the airport, 70 in New Braunfels, 67 Seguin, 63 in Bernie, 66 in Kerrville. What a gorgeous day. And we're still looking at that northerly wind. You remember, it wasn't too long ago that we had temperatures in the low 90s at this time of day. So this is such a great, wonderful change. In the forecast today, we'll be up around 76 or so this afternoon. Sunny skies, and look for temperatures to fall off quickly this evening, and tomorrow morning, believe it or not, could be even colder. More on that in just a bit, guys.
Spoiled by all that heat. The state's largest annual fair shut down for a time when a man started shooting into the crowd on Saturday night, and some in that crowd had extra reason to panic, more than most. Michelle Prouty, a Uvalde native, witnessed that impact at the Robb Elementary shooting firsthand. And even though the Texas State Fair shooting appears to have been an isolated event, Prouty says it brought all that pain back.
It just kind of struck a nerve. Our 21 in Uvalde, they were the first ones that I thought of.
After the shooting, the fair was shut down. It took Prouty 3 hours to get back to her hotel. The suspected gunman was arrested. 3 people shot are expected to recover.
We turn now to the latest on the Israel-Hamas war. Israel bombing Gaza City for the 10th day in a row, with a ground invasion potentially on the horizon.
More than 1 million Palestinians are trying to follow the warning sent by Israel to evacuate the south. But there are reports that Hamas fighters are blocking the way. ABC's Ines de la Catera, how Americans still in Israel who want to leave are getting out of the war zone by ship.
Israeli troops and tanks have been massing at the border with Gaza, poised to potentially move into the Palestinian territory. 360,000 reservists ready for a ground war as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vows to demolish Hamas.
We will strike Hamas from the top through its institutions all the way down to the individuals that conducted the butchery of our babies.
Americans racing to get out of Israel, around 2,000 leaving on a ship to Cyprus.
We're leaving because it's unsafe here. I have 2 kids. It's very scary to wake them up in the middle of the night, running to the shelter room.
The State Department also says there will be charter flights today and tomorrow. Meanwhile, for people in Gaza, a growing humanitarian crisis. Palestinians lining up for basic necessities, with Israel cutting off food, water, and electricity. Hospitals overwhelmed. Israel urging the more than 1 million people in northern Gaza to flee south, but the Egyptian border crossing remains closed despite pleas from Secretary of State Blinken to Egypt's president. Egypt refusing to open the border unless Israel allows food and water to flow back into Gaza. Tala Imad Herzala is a student at the Islamic University of Gaza. Her family tried to flee, but without a car, they're stuck. Documenting her experience through voice memos.
They have been bombing for 12 hours. They didn't stop. They didn't take breaks. It was just a bomb after a bomb after a bomb.
The death toll expected to keep going up. Already, more than 1,400 killed in the Hamas terror attack on Israel, including 30 Americans. More than 2,700 Palestinians killed by the Israeli retaliation in just over a week, and nearly 10,000 wounded. And officials now say 199 Israelis are believed to be held hostage after Hamas's attack on Israel.
And there could be some relief in Gaza. Egypt is opening up a border crossing with Gaza to allow some people into Egypt and aid shipments to get into Gaza. Inez de la Quatera, ABC News, Jerusalem.
Developing now, the U.S. Marshals Service is warning people of a scam involving a fake deputy marshal. And here's what you need to know. The scammer is telling people an arrest warrant has been issued due to not appearing in court. To avoid arrest, they say you have to pay a fine through electronic transfer, cashier's check. The U.S. Marshals Service says they do not seek payment of fines over the phone for people with outstanding arrest warrants. You can learn more about how to report the scam and what to do if you fall victim to it by heading over to our website, KSAT12.
New this morning, San Antonio police are looking for suspects who were in 2 different cars when they started shooting at a man on the city's east side. It happened just before midnight in the 600 block of Lincolnshire Drive. That's not far from Gates Elementary School. Police say the man was standing next to his car when people driving 2 dark-colored vehicles started shooting at him from about 5 houses away. The man was hit in the stomach and the leg. He was taken to a hospital. So far, police have not released any information about those suspects. Still ahead, how much money was raised for the Light the Night walk that took place over the weekend?
And later in sports, the Texans may be the NFL team to watch in Texas now. Highlights coming up. Sorry, Cowboys.
But first, how one local man uses his history of our city to make his art. That's coming up after the break.
A San Antonio artist creating a large-scale tile mural inspired by a historical site downtown.
Tiffany Huerta shares what it means to this artist creating the powerful mural.
One pocket would have been, of course, the food and the tables and a place to eat and gather, right? And then in another pocket, it would have been livestock, kind of coming in.
San Antonio muralist and painter Christopher Montoya is behind this mural titled Iluminación de la Plaza.
And in the market scene, locals would come in, sell their produce.
Montoya draws inspiration from the history of the nearby Plaza de Armas, or military plaza. It was established in 1722 as a parade ground and market square for the Spanish soldiers stationed there.
It was used as kind of a military hub, and then it also it evolved into a kind of a just melting pot of people selling goods.
The mural is created from more than 90 individual tiles. It's the largest tile mural the Department of Arts and Culture has completed.
What you see here started as a painting on canvas.
The painting was photographed and sent to a tile manufacturer in Florida. The mural will be placed on the building connected to the Spanish governor's palace that is used as a gallery space and houses city departments. Montoya is excited for the public mural unveiling on November 3rd at 10 a.m.
I'm just, extremely grateful.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT12 News.
That is so pretty. And so's this.
Ooh, nice.
And the weekend as well. Nice job on the eclipse, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
That was awesome stuff.
That was cool.
I was watching it from your coverage from Alabama when I was visiting the grandkids.
That's awesome. We had a great time. It really was awesome to see. I was so excited, and so were the crowds watching the eclipse unfold on Saturday. The aquifer down 0.4 of a foot today at 632.9 in pollen count. Well, we don't have one again today. Comes back tomorrow. We'll get you updated with the pollen on Tuesday. More on this beautiful forecast coming up.
This past Saturday night, thousands of survivors and supporters in Hemisphere Park lighting lanterns for blood cancer patients.
It is the annual Light the Night Walk, and they are trying to bring light to the darkness of cancer. There were red, gold, and white lanterns at this event. So pretty. The red for support, the gold for remembrance, and the white for survivors. Each a symbol of hope and celebration.
Remembering how I felt during treatment, how I felt when I was first diagnosed, to now seeing again the support, the people here who are just walking just because, just to be a part of it, that's amazing.
The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society able to raise more than $800,000 to help find a cure and improve the lives of survivors.
So it was a great night, two different ways. It was a great night to be down there walking for such a great cause, and the weather was just fantastic after we got to see the annular lunar eclipse.
Don't you think we were owed a weekend like this?
I think we earned it.
Yeah.
I certainly do. After the summer we had to endure, and to have a week like we're going to have is equally as awesome. So we're excited about all of it. We want to look back to the eclipse a little bit. I know, we talked about it a lot. But one question we got from several folks, the shadows. And you saw these kind of crescent moon shadows through the trees, or in this case, on your shirt. And why does that happen? Well, it has to do with the leaves on the trees. The gaps between the leaves kind of serve as like a pinhole projector. And if you want to learn more about this, meteorologist Sarah Spivey just wrote a great article on our website, and we actually just pushed it out to the KSAT weather app. Take a look, read about it. It's really interesting about why you see those kind of shadows during the eclipse. Meantime, high temperatures today, 76. That's what we're shooting for this afternoon. It does not get any better than this. This is kind of our sweet spot time of year. I would say that. We have a couple months out of the year where we get great weather. Today is going to be one of those days. 73, Fair Oaks Ranch, 75 in Devine. It is going to be a little bit breezy from time to time today. We'll see some gusts, maybe 20 to 25 over the next couple of hours. And then winds will die down. They'll die down enough tonight where we get light winds, clear skies. You get the good radiational cooling, and we'll get some really chilly numbers by tomorrow morning. Here's a look at the time lapse. There's a great sunrise, perfectly clear skies. Now we got the brilliant blue skies out there. 68 degrees at the airport, 70 in New Braunfels, upper 60s in Seguin, and still in the low 60s around Bernie, 63. That's a place that got into the low 40s this morning. And as we look at the big picture here, there's really not a lot going on. We've got a lot of clear skies across the middle part of the country. You've got some rain up across the Pacific Northwest, and there's some rain across the east, some showers, Cincinnati over towards Pittsburgh, but nothing really across Texas at all. And I want to show you what's going on in the Gulf of Mexico. I showed this at 9, but I think this is pretty cool. You've got the cold air moving out over the warm waters of the Gulf, and you get interesting cloud formations when that happens. We always know a cold front comes through when you get these kind of stratocumulus clouds that develop over the Gulf. Pretty cool stuff there in the Gulf of Mexico. And yes, we're all enjoying this cooler weather. The dew points will start to climb slowly over the next couple of days. By the time we get into Thursday, we see dew points jump back into the 50s, which really isn't that bad. But if another front comes through, this knocks dew points back down. Now, this is not going to be a strong front, just draws in some drier air. And in fact, we see temperatures actually warm up a little bit behind this front. This is the system that will bring that drier air in. It slides so far to our north and east that we just don't see much from it. Then high pressure builds in, and that means we're going to see some warm temperatures by the weekend. So here it is in the extended forecast. 78 tomorrow, after starting off at 48, 83 Wednesday, 86 Thursday, 91 Friday, and then 92 Saturday. So well above average by Friday and Saturday. In other words, enjoy this weather while we have it. and then expect some more clouds by the time we get into Sunday, guys.
Thank you so much, Justin.
The Rangers undefeated in the playoffs going into game 1 of the ALCS last night against the Astros in Houston. They didn't mess around with their hitting or their pitching.
The Cowboys need a bounce back win tonight in LA against the Chargers, especially Dak. We'll tell you why.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
It's going to be a reunion tonight. Dak Prescott, Cowboys quarterback, and his former QB coach and offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, now with the LA Chargers. Moore played for the Chargers from 2015 to 2017, then was a Dallas coach and coordinator from 2018 to 22. Then, during this past offseason, he was hired as the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. Before the Cowboys headed to LA, Dak was asked on Friday what Kellen Moore means to him.
So for me to come up under him and then be in the quarterback room with him the next year before him taking over to being a quarterback coach, fast track to an OC, which he's been phenomenal at. A guy that sees the game, is very, very innovative, is going to try things. And yeah, he's been huge to my career. And I know that he's going to have a lot of success out there in LA or wherever's next for him. And got a great quarterback on his hands there. And yeah, I mean, he's more than a coach.
Yeah, he does have a great quarterback. There he is right there. The Chargers 2-2 so far. They won 2 straight, then had their bye week last week, so they should be prepared tonight for the Cowboys. Quarterback Justin Herbert was dealing with a fractured finger on his non-throwing hand since week 4 against the Raiders, but he's thrown 7 touchdowns, only 1 pick, so he will be ready tonight for the Cowboys. It is the Cowboys and the Chargers live from Sophie Stadium right here on KSAT12. Kickoff is at 7:15. The Houston Texans bandwagon may be starting to fill up after their big win yesterday against the New Orleans Saints in Houston. Late first quarter, the C.J. Stroud squeezed one into Dalton Schultz, 1-yard touchdown. Texans go up 7-0 right before the end of the quarter. Derek Carr finds Rashid Shaheed for the 34-yard touchdown pass. Tied at 7 after 1. Second quarter, Texans by 3. Stroud finds Robert Woods for the 6-yard score. Texans go up 17-7. They were up 17-10 at half. Take it to the fourth quarter, 2013 Houston. Saints knocking on the door. Texans 15-yard line going for it on 4th and 4. Alvin Kamara brought down by Shaquille Griffin and Blake Cashman. The Texans defense steps up. Last chance for the Saints. Carr's pass to Michael Thomas picked off by Steven Nelson. Texans hang on for the win. So here is that final, 20-13. Houston is now 3-3 on the seasons. The Texans and Cowboys both off next week. The Texans' next game will be on Sunday, October 29th at noon against the Panthers at NRG Stadium. On the diamond, it's the All-Texas American League Championship Series, Game 1 between the Astros and the Rangers last night. Justin Verlander got the start for the Stros. He got out of the jam in the first inning, but with a runner on second in the second inning, Noah Heim at the plate. That's a shot. That's a base hit. That's plenty for Evan Carter to come home. Then in the 5th inning, Leody Taveras. Boom. That's gone. Ball over the right field wall. That's all the Rangers needed. The pitchers shut out the Astros, and they get the win 2-0 to take Game 1 of the best-of-7. Hey, this is how much attention the Spurs rookie Victor Wembanyama is bringing to the Spurs and to the NBA. So much that TNT broadcast a Spurs preseason game on Friday. When does that ever happen? Wemby is the highlight reel all by himself. 23 points in 23 minutes, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocked shots. The play that stole the show was that one right there, that dunk in the third quarter. Look at the stretch on this thing. Bam! That's reaching new heights for the youngster. This is going to be a fun season to watch. Silver and Black are back at it tonight, so here is your matchup. However, taking on the Houston Rockets, you will not see Wemby and several other guys. They're going to get some rest tonight. After all, it is the preseason, but it's the Rockets and the Spurs back-to-back, and then it's the Golden State Warriors. So we'll see who plays those next two, but not a lot from Wemby tonight.
He's fun to watch.
It's going to be a great season.
Yeah. All right. Coming up in our next half hour, why many representatives in the U.S. House are concerned that their new nomination for the Speaker of the House will not make it in.
Plus, an Israeli woman recounts her experience with the war beginning and how she feels the support coming from San Antonio.